Oh, I accidentally started a cutscene because I hit stuff on my
Pray forgive
keyboard.
me. I was delayed.
LOL. I hit something on my keyboard because I was trying to move some stuff off my desk. And I started a cutscene. Oh my goodness. Hey Umbra, hey Bong. I am doing MSQ. Therefore, if anyone does not want MSQ, I'm sorry. But I'm doing it. How far am I? Like the second quest? The third quest? I'm so behind compared to some people, but I am still ahead compared to people that haven't started. Smile. I am doing this on Aether because that's where I got in fastest. I also want to get... Oh my gosh, I'm making noise. I also got to get this character through MSQ for raid. And the sooner I get it through MSQ, the sooner I can AFK and not pay attention to it. By which I mean not actually AFK, because the AFK timer and the AFK actions are much more enforced than they were before. So if you like AFKing, joke's on you, you're not gonna really be able to AFK. So much stuff all over my keyboard. I need to move my keyboard. It's over there. Instead of being this way. As you can probably hear, I am trying to rearrange stuff, which is why I wasn't ready to start. Mission story quest? Close. Main scenario roulette. Or main scenario roulette. Main scenario quest. Oh my gosh. Okay, finally. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Okay, now my cables aren't going in weird positions and I can actually do stuff. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. Hello. Hello. We're doing a thing. I have camera on because it's too good not to show expressions and stuff when you do MSQ. And let me zoom so you can see my face better, because my camera resets zoom every time for some reason. Also, I don't know why, but the exposure is always really high. I don't know. I don't know. Like I just drop the exposure and increase the brightness so that I'm not like super washed out. Oh my gosh, all of the lore books. Wow. Wow. Hey, Tate. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what was said. They're gonna say the next line. Apparently Urianger was delayed. But I gotta click over here.
It's fine, Oriange. We're all here now.
So Grail said, feeling refreshed and alert? So our colleagues should be wandering in soon. So I'd suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Join us. Join us. Yeah. There goes closed captioning. There we go. Now back to what I was doing. I want to do this. 16 tokens per lore book, 100 scripts per token, 3 books. Yellow scripts trade 1 for white scripts. Nice. That's good. That makes it easy to get all of them fairly quickly. Oh, Crafters is gonna suck though. Okay. Let's do this cutscene so I can proceed with story.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I moved my mic to the other side, and I'm still kind of adjusting it because it's not quite right, but it'll do. It's kind of nice because oh my gosh, why is my camera so far over? Do I just need to pan it? I think I just need to pan it. Camera settings. Camera control. Wrong way. There we go. There. We panned the correct way this time. Oh man. I enjoy this story a lot.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see 2 paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
Galef.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Ooh.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
It is a mystery.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Favner. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Rads at Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts.
Mm.
'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Ooh.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
Mm-hmm. It seems like the smartest decision.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Of course.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
This is so funny. They're like, we want you to do both things because you're the better one of us.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal
Hi,
the synopsis
Arya.
of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research. Alice and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I like how he looks back to Estinian like, hey, you gonna speak up?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
I have to go to Thavnair first. I'm not staying here. As much as I love the music, I want to go to Thavnair. James, it's been literally 20 minutes. And most of that time, I was not even here. I was like cleaning up stuff. I'm tired because it's freaking 9, almost 10 a.m. And to put it in better perspective, I finished stream. I finished stream last night at like midnight. But I didn't go to bed at midnight. Because I was in a party for leveling. So I didn't go to bed until 2:30 a.m. at the earliest. And then I woke up at like 7 a.m. I'm very tired. I've gotten like, on average, probably 3 hours of sleep a night the past like 4 nights. I'm very tired. It's not MSQ putting me to sleep. I'm just tired. Though I've read much on the subject at Razapand. This visit shall be my first. 'Twill be interesting to see how Hanish mean to contend with the tower, different as their magical and technology disciplines are. I can't read, oh no. I'm not sleepy because MSQ. I'm sleepy just in general. That's my point. MSQ never puts me to sleep. Man, now talking about how little sleep I've gotten makes me yawn. I just want to sleep, man. So it's back to Thavnair. Had I known, I would have considered more suitable attire. I want to go to Thavnair. I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Have you been to Thavnair before? I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Kryle is of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of good folks of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. What's wrong with the Confluence? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart. Unto those sanctuary we delivered the owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreda. Oh. Oh no. Moonbreda was an authority on aetheorology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last, as it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Hey, Coltrane, big fan. I'm gonna cry. Anything Moonbreda makes me so sad. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice, and your choice and yours alone. It's too difficult. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. Oh my gosh, Justinian's so wholesome. Thou art kind to say so, but I've no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If that's settled, let's be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry already. I just started and I'm gonna cry. Our tour of the city was a pleasant distraction. I feel more than ready now to tackle the challenges of the day. If the Forum is intent on concealing its intentions, then a cursory investigation will avail us little, I suspect. We will need to dig deeper, and with the greatest care. I still don't understand how the vote could be unanimous. What could possibly convince them all to turn their backs on Eorzea? The process by which the Forum members are elected is fair and equitable. Neither wealth nor social standing offers any advantages to the prospective candidate. But fairly elected or not, Master Matoya still found them all to be insufferable. An unsettling change has come over Charlian, but together we will divine the underlying cause for the Forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consistency as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. which is why I began scouring Charlene's archive of historical records for any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice to say, that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let's reconvene outside of Nominon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right, and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Okay, time for my computer to struggle because there's too many frickin' people here. Literally, my game struggles so much. My game isn't even, like, that bad. Ooh, the hunt. Ooh, Sights of the End. I'm gonna go pick up this Aethernet shard. Because I want it. And then I'm gonna go Scholars Harbor. And pick up the sightseeing log. Oh my gosh, can the game please stop chugging? It's so scary. Like, hold on. Because I keep getting freezes. It's using, like, all of my CPU. No, it's using only, like, 40%. But that's still a substantial amount. It never used this much before. And now it dropped down to, like, 10%. I was like, why is it jumping up so high? There's just too many people. It's trying to load all of the player characters. Isn't there an option for reducing the amount of players that are loaded in? There should be. It's not fair. It makes me long for the days of old MMOs where you could just change what channel you were on. That was less congested if you weren't playing with other people. Also, am I showing other people's names? Party members, alliance members, other player characters. Only when targeted. Yes, yes, yes. Never, never. Friends. Okay. Because I think I have, like, the least amount of stuff displayed to help keep it loading good. Like, I'm all the way out here, and it's loading just fine. Because everyone else is over there. So it's not chugging. I didn't really play MapleStory. I played Mabinogi and other games like that. Look at this Ironheart. Beg pardon, good sir. I could scarce help but notice the sightseeing log on your person. You wouldn't happen to be an adventurer my niece wrote about, would you? Yo, Otto! You're about to start your MSQ adventure? Thanks for stopping by and resubbing. I'm picking up my sightseeing log and my hunt. The hunts? I'm unlocking the hunts? I'm pretty sure I'm doing those two first. And then I'm going to go to Thavnir. Heck no. I got Reaper to 71. Reaper and Sage are 71 on Aether only. It took me like 3 hours to get in after I, like, slept for a little bit in the middle of the day. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm doing my best. What character was I running with Joy? I was on tank with Joy. It was on Primal. So I wasn't even leveling Reaper or Sage there. I was the tank. But we got Joy's Sage to 80, and we got Silence Reaper and Soldier's Reaper to 80 as well. 400 white scripts apiece? That's not bad. Man, like, it was nice because I need to play tank to get a feel for it, but I was like, I really want to play the new jobs too. So after I got them done with that, I took a nap and slept way longer than I wanted to. I just wanted to rest my eyes. And I jumped on Aether and started a little bit of MSQ because I wanted to start it. But then I got kicked out of game and crashed because there's too many people. My CPU couldn't process it because there were just too many people. So I got booted out of the game. I've since dropped all of my graphic settings to the lowest possible so that hopefully it doesn't crash again. Oh my gosh. But I got to play a little bit of Sage and a little bit of Reaper in dungeons because I got up to level 71 and I understand Reaper a little bit better than I did before. Sage is so much fun, but so difficult. That's so stressful, dude. It's the most stressful. Launches are so stressful. Wait, I thought they were, but the books for 80 plus say I already have them. Yeah, I don't think there's any new crafting books yet. They usually release the crafting books in 6.1. All you managed to do was set up your bars. It's funny. I dropped down Earthly Star a bit ago when I first logged in on this character. It is the best thing ever. I love it. Earthly Star is now actually earthly. Beg your pardon. Yes, I am the person your niece spoke about. Games, how you doing watching you games? Aha, so it is you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Babeth Ironheart, Minimus Aunt, seasoned explorer. Be a dear and hand me that log of yours. Melith told me about how she helped you embark on explorations of your own, so it's only right that I share with you some of my wisdom. Okay, I need to file my nail. I have a spot that's catching on stuff. Let me see here. Oh, I can't forget to mention that. And done. She's wearing the Ixali gloves. That is a 1.0 or 1.0, a 2.0 item throwback. Look at those Ixali gloves. Those are Ixali gloves. Sitting in queue, a long one at the moment. I hear the trial takes like a half hour for the queue because there's not enough people doing the trial. I'm glad that I am taking my time. The bunny boys. Wearing a leather jacket and fishnet tights. Of course, a few notes I've shared are not more than rumors, but some describing locales so fantastical I can barely believe they exist. Go forth and see what journey these tents take you on. Hey, Memento! So you know the trial, okay? I have no idea what the trial is, but I know it takes a while. Because the queue takes a while. That's all I know. Because there's obviously 2 trials. Oh, 1,000-person queue. I'm so sorry. Yeah, once I got logged in, I was all like, I'm not logging out again if I can help it. It's been scary because sometimes my screen goes black if I'm idle for a few minutes. And I'm just like, oh god, please don't crash. And I'm not using DirectX 11 because my sound is garbled, so I can't enjoy the music. I literally can't play the game with DirectX 11 because the game doesn't play, right? Your issue with it was no healers, probably because everyone playing healer is playing Sage. Yeah. Yeah, everyone playing healer is playing Sage. Diminutive Gleaner. Do my eyes deceive me, or are you snarking meepstress? Well, as I live and breathe, it is you. Ha! I knew I'd be the first to track you down. Who's the guild ship's top hunter now, eh? Wait, you have heard of the guild ship hunts, yes? They are not so different from the hunts you're familiar with in Eorzea, as I understand it. I'd wager they're rather more challenging, but an adventure of your caliber would never turn down a challenge, would you? No, you would not. Pray speak with North Hoda at the peristyle to register your interest at your earliest convenience. What? Cutie. I love him. I don't know who he is, but I love him. I want to get my MSQ. How do you feel about the new draw and play for Minor Arcana? I hate. They should have just made it one button. Like, they should have just made it one button. I don't like it. Because I have to have a random one for both of them. Which means I need to figure out a new way to do my hotbars. Because it doesn't work for what I have. It's really frustrating. Also, the fact that Undraw still exists is dumb. Undraw should not exist. Anyone that uses Undraw is actively hindering their game. Like their group that they're playing with, or themselves. There's no reason for Undraw to exist in any way. I remember back in Stormblood, you would click off the card instead of undrawing it. Smile. Shoot. It's up here, not there. Heck. But also, this massive earthly star. Gosh. The center of it's still tiny, but it's so big. The confluence. I literally don't have undraw on my hotbars. But yeah, so far I haven't gotten to play Astro, but based on the fact that people seem to be needing healers, but region healers, I may have to play Astro more. Just so that I can get faster queues. But tank is still going to be in need and desired. So I'm like on the fence of what I'm leveling first. I really want to level Summoner. Because leveling DPS with MSQ is smart. Q hasn't dropped at all since I started. That's no good. Oh no. Oh no. Like the login queue? Oh gosh. Oh no. Are you trying to get on Aether? Oh man. Oh no. On Crystal? Oh no. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl of the School of the Students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnir and understand you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. We're test subjects. Test subjects. Oh, you hadn't heard? Then, allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of the aetheryte teleportation system. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. Oh my gosh, eyelash, please. You had a 60-person queue 120 minutes ago, so 2 hours ago? I like Kite's hair. I wonder if this is going to be a new hairstyle. Probably from PvP. I love it. I like that she has an aetheryte earring too. Isn't that clever? And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves, which have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it so happens that the first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan and the other one over in Yedlemad, a port town in Thavnir. Okay. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with the Rastad hand, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I love this. This is so cute. They're wearing the Shire top for Archer, aren't they? I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel Aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryl truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilsfun and Mistress Blowweeda not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. That is foreboding. That's not good. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the Shire. That's the Shire shop. I don't think I have it, but it's not the philosopher coat, it's the one for physical ranged. It's the one for physical range, and it has a different dye patterning, I think is the thing. It's pretty cute in this, like, dye patterning. Look at them pondering the aetherites. It's like pondering orbs. It's like pondering orbs. I need to get my hunts unlocked first. Having only one redraw is kind of unpleasant. They could have just made it so you had 3 stacks of clarifying. I'm Northoda. Northoda? Have you come to place a bounty on an unruly beast? They honestly should have kept the triple redraw because now it makes it significantly harder for getting all 3 seals. Because we don't have sleeve draw to guarantee it. I'm really distraught. By the scholar years Snarkane, I was half convinced I'd set the others on an impossible task asking them to find you. The Gleaners Guildship has begun posting hunt bills, you see, in the hopes of capable individuals will take up arms to lighten our ever-increasing load. Unfortunately, capable individuals remain the sticking point. Few hailing from our fair polis are willing to take up arms, let alone be able to stand against the more fearsome specimens. You, however, have the experience and the grit that we need. When I heard that you'd arrived on our shores, it was music to my ears. You needn't work for free, of course. We've done our research, and the reward we offer are just as fine as any you'll find abroad. The currency we employ is a relic time when Gleaner was a great deal less figurative, so you might find it somewhat eccentric, but it's as good as Gil here. Speaking of eccentric, it should be noted that the majority of our clients are scholars. You probably won't have heard of half the creatures they send you after, but I find it's best not to worry about that overmuch. Slay beasts, collect samples, try not to think about the long-term effects of touching said samples, and get paid. Simple, no? That being said, I wouldn't dream of throwing you into the deep end just yet. Let's have you start off with some junior marks so you can get your feet wet. Okay. Okay. Do they give us stacks of nuts? Wait, were there any hunts that I could pick up? Thank you. You see how my game keeps like jumping and is choppy? DirectX 9. Oh, I have like almost 3k nuts. I should have probably bought some. The words unsaid, yet weigh heavy on my heart. I shall devote mine all to our task in Thavnir. Even my experience with teleportation, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have reservations, but I trust Fryle. Where is... Oh, there's Instinian. I shall teleport the tried and trusted way. Good luck. Good luck. Why is her voice... Her voice is the same voice as someone else.
Just the four of you, was it?
3.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
She's adorable. I like how she like ran away and we're like,
Fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
That's so ominous.
Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Violent sickness. Oh yeah, by the way, you might get violently ill. I love how he like goes what and gets cut off, and Rihanchu is just like, Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh. This is so funny. What?
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads-at-Han.
I'm gonna cry.
Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time.
The Aetherite looks so
Now
cool.
across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
You might get a teensy bit violently aether sick. just a tiny bit. This is so funny and terrible. Oh no. We look like we just went on a bender.
Bad shellfish.
Yeah. It's like we just went out on a bender and had bad shellfish in combination in our freaking... It's like we have motion sickness, a hangover, and food poisoning all at once. That's what it looks like. It's so funny.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
That's why people don't want to do it. This is so funny.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
We had too many Mai Tais on the Thavnarian beach. Estinian, how was I the one to stay sober? I'll go get your hangover cure. Oh my gosh.
Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
What? I'll hold down the fort. I got this. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinian in time? Oh no. Oh no, this is terrible. Oh my gosh. Where am I supposed to go? No, I'm almost there. You there? I need 3 drinks. Something that'll help with the aether sickness. By the Manusua. A traveler. I mean, greetings. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amra Lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of warm welcome to Thavnir, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. That's like double what it should cost from a vendor. The price is highway robbery, and you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinian using gesture deny that the deal is fair. No. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? It's not a bargain. Hey, Dr. Kozak. Such a bargain. That's not a bargain. Wait, I shouldn't buy the last side? How do you say that again? How do you say that? Where is my, where's my thing? Give me pronunciation. Here we go.
Lassie.
Lassie. It's such a weird word. Lassie. This merchant is swindling me? Wah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear of my price to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles. 1,000 versus 19. That was 10 times. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Oh my gosh. This junkmonger. He doesn't even sell it. Uh, there we go. 999. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, again? I hate it. A teensy weensy touch, she says. Not even my hardest night's drinking comes close. Tataru definitely would have had our heads. Special Amra Lassi. Made with only the finest and freshest ingredients. Too many Mai Tais. Praise be to the 12th, my stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, an Asinian, and to the fine fruits of this island, of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You've spared us Tataru's wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. This is so good. I am already adoring it. Oh. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Aye, I've found it. 'Tis the most I could do against the heat, short of shedding my armor. He has a ponytail. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Local vendor. The man said it's Thavnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. For some twine. Well, at least he didn't spend the 10 times on the lassie. My goodness, Justinian. 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. This is nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Are all Hanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expect the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Look, I've sold twine for more than that. You may have when it was rare and hard to get, but I'm pretty sure this is like, as I'm making a bunch of noise, common vendor twine. Seems a little excessive here. I am inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, and usually so. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Razdat hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this land. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hannish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. Development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make the trading power of Raz at hand, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given the merchants of the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight has much weakened, or mayhap that people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. You're almost there, Memento. It's prime time, though, on the weekend. It's the middle of the day. It's gonna be a little harder to get logged in. This much is obvious. So ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintances, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedlim Mad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Yo. What is this? Oh, that's the Flame Elite skirt? That's so very... Oh, it's a streamer. Right, let's split up and make inquiries in town. Snarkane, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting, though the mere sight of it may be. Oh. I see, I see. I see. This area isn't a city, so it's loading so much easier. It's surprising. Crate of fruit. The crate's been laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they've been left too long. Huh. That's interesting. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly selling anything these days. Business has never been this terrible. I suppose things could have been even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat like Klazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kalzal a visit? He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Across the water? Over there? It can't be. We can't go over there. Must be another zone. Look at someone just jump into the water and start swimming. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you've visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Oh, there's someone. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us the wide berth ever since that accursed tower suddenly appeared. Oh yeah. On Narunair. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would have been fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives to thank to the Radiant House, but business is as good as dead. What's become of us? Only the gods know. Oh, this is the consortium. Okay. What do you expect me to do? Oh, man. What is this place? This is Yedelmad, gateway to the Thavnarian Sea. In the old tongue of the peoples of this continent, the name means Newport. Oh my gosh, it's Newport. The waters here are shallow, so only small boats can make it to the docks. However, that means the port is well protected from harsh winds and violent waves. Larger ships, more laden with goods, tend to moor at Al-Nair. Ever since the tower appeared on Narunair, we've seen fewer and fewer merchants make their way here. Trade has come to a halt, and our wares sit rotting under the sun. Wait, tell me about yourself. Me? My husband and I make our living by selling what goods we can. We met on a ship crossing to Limsalo Minsa when we were but fledgling merchants, and we've been inseparable ever since. We mainly deal in spices and fruits that can't be found anywhere else. This island tells a story through its cuisine, and we aim to share it with the world. Why don't you try some yourself? Go on, the journey will be worth it. Oh, she's cute! What a cutie patootie! Oh my gosh. The Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't gonna help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Ah, but this will be an enormous loss. All right, forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kalzal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Unfortunately not. I see, that's a shame. I'm sorry, but we were discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsuya. I'm here to see Kalzal. Can we discuss the elephant in the room? Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Oh no. Oh no. Why is this so sad? What's wrong? Come back. Where'd you go? Yes? Can I help you? I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalzal too, did you? I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought any for a while now. When I heard the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. What a precious babe! I love you. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer. An adventurer, you say? You travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Oh my gosh, what a precious baby. Oh no. You see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Kalzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Oh my gosh. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. Gosh. What a precious baby. Umbra, it's your child. 10 out of 10, it's your child. They're so baby. They're so baby. Oh, I didn't even read. Oh my gosh. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I mean, your dad. Right. Please try peddling my fish to say those 3 people are to say 3 people here in Yettlmad. I will observe you and learn. I love this new accompanying thing. It's so cute. Did you just go in the water? He just fell in the water. Oh my gosh, baby. I have to be so careful with you. How are you so clumsy, baby? Yes? Fish, fish, I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the sea's bosom to your mouth. You were a terrible salesperson for this, so it tracks with real life? Oh. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you, too. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstances. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when the tower first appeared, everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain here for now, but I could not stay away, had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? I don't think I'm doing this right. Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days when you could earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. I was scared I wasn't gonna do it right. It was the perfect segue. I'm all like, oh, a meal, you say? Oh my gosh. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shallow cod. Delectable stewed in milk and coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt. The key is to disarm someone by having them like decide they want to talk to you. And then once you get an appropriate segue, you scoot in with an option. And by then they're already engaged with talking with you and think that you are more of a friend. The social construct of salespeople. Speaking of salespeople, did you know you can subscribe on Twitch using Amazon Prime linked to your Twitch account? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. That was the worst thing ever. I'm never gonna do that again. Oh man. This quest is a casual info dump while you're helping out? Yeah. Yeah, essentially. It's, hey, we need to flesh out this area, but we don't want to make you just talk to people alone. We want to give you something else to do at the same. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. Amra schmamra. My fresh fish is the only thing you need. What do you need so many Amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking for when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Aww, no nice number. I'm not sure how I want to proceed with this one. Because neither of these options are what I would say in response to that. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment. No! I have no idea how to deal with this one. That one was such a weird one. Can I abandon and restart? Smile? No. That one was such a weird one. That one makes no sense. Like, neither of those options would be what I would say in response. Like, are you sure you're hungry? Doesn't sound like an appropriate response. Like, I'd be like, are you... I don't think you're eating correctly. Like, I'd be more like, fruit might not be the best thing to eat so much of if you're getting so worn down. Well, now I know for Primal. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, gods, my stomach. Aether sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Oh. You should take it easier. Savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like, as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can. The better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? Amra Lassie is mostly yogurt? Yeah, to be honest, to be frank, she was openly on the market for fruit and we had fish. By stockpiling supplies. For that, I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, and what have you. Which one should I choose in this case? I feel like either of these options, both these options are the same option. But asking Matsuya is like asking to cause problems because he's wanting to see how it's done. You can't tag team or good cop, bad cop or anything like that with someone that isn't privy or prepared for that situation. Aye, well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. No! What the f... I am so upset right now. This is the dumbest set. You didn't get those options? I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad right now. Wait, where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell to one of the three people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Clausal soon. Clausal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsuya? Clausal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly going out, there simply aren't many options at this rate. At this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuya, I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods.